everyone, my name is Haris Malik and I will be presenting the integrated marketing campaign for Levi on behalf of the R2R Consultancy Group. Before I go into the details of the campaign, I will conduct a brief brand audit. The brand audit consists of two components, the brand inventory and the brand exploratory. Levi's was formed in 1873 and was initially the provider of strong and sturdy apparel for the workers in San Francisco during the gold rush. They were the first company to incorporate metal rivets into their products, and hence they were known for their durability. However, over the years, the celebrities took a liking to the products and they became the epitome of cool from the 1950s to the 1980s. With respect to the distribution channels, Levi's relies mainly on its brick and mortar stores, although they have also been sold in other department stores such as Debenhams and the House of Fraser. In order to keep up to date with the ever-changing technology, Levi's has also constructed an online website which allows consumers to purchase their products online. Therefore, it is noted that Levi's has used a plethora of diversification and distribution channels to promote their products to their customers, hence creating significant brand awareness. They have fought tooth and nail with stores such as Tesco and Asda to prevent their products from being sold to such departmental stores. However, the problem that Levi's faces at the moment is not of awareness but of brand image. It is noted that their image, especially in front of the target group of 18 to 24-year-olds, has diminished considerably. In 2001, they were ranked 67 on the Interbrand rankings. However, in just a matter of 7 years, they have slipped out of the top 100 ranks. With respect to competition, it can be noted that nearly every major clothing company has the jeans line. The main rivals to Levi's include VF Corporation, The Gap, jeans such as Wrangler and Lee's. However, Levi's has always found a way to differentiate itself from the rest of the competition. It was always noted as the first blue jeans manufacturer, hence the tagline of originality will stay with Levi's. Also, it has come up with other aspects such as custom fit to provide the customers exactly what they require from their product. Now I will use the marketing mix to discuss the original launch of Levi's in the United Kingdom. In terms of product, as I have mentioned before, Levi's was basically sold as a workman's apparel for the workers who were working in San Francisco during the gold rush. They were being used by the movie icons and hence became an important American style that symbolized freedom, adventure and independence. When they made their transition from the United States to the United Kingdom, however, they had become a fashion trend. The initial cheap jeans that were being brought by the Americans had now become a trend. They were highly priced, and as a result, consumers were willing to pay a higher amount of money to acquire these jeans. Regarding the place, Levi's was very particular in selling their products in selected stores. They were basically utilizing niche stores to sell their products and convey the image of originality to the consumers. They used a plethora of promotion channels to promote their products. In 1959, the first American fashion industry's presentation was held in Moscow. This was followed by a fashion show in Paris in 1961. The first commercial was shot in 1966, which was followed by a 1967 radio jingle, which was made by the Jefferson Airplane. Regarding the current status of the brand, it is noted that Levi's has always promoted the tag of originality, being considered as the original blue jeans. However, over the years, the marketing mix of Levi's has not evolved considerably. It has failed to adapt to the needs of the consumers, whereas the competitors have been careful, and as a result have adapted to the current changes in the consumer environment. The R2R Consultancy Group suggests a Live Retro campaign in which we believe that Levi's should revisit the past for inspiration and come up with a suitable marketing campaign to attract its customers. Why the 1980s? Because we believe it's an iconic period which symbolizes a rebellious attitude and it was a golden age for Levi's. With respect to the product line, it will remain unaltered. Levi's will still promote the original 501s along with the remaining product line, with the customers still being targeted at the 18 to 24-year-olds. For the price, we suggest an 80s week during the initial launch of the Levi's. The reason for this is that the current economy is in a dismal state, and in order to alleviate the people from their financial crisis, we encourage them to come to the Levi's stores and buy their products at a relatively cheaper price. With respect to the place, as I have mentioned on countless occasions that we need to eliminate areas such as Tesco and Asda, Levi's needs to create its brand image and maintain it, and as a result should disallow such department stores from selling its products. The main theme incorporated in the different mediums of advertisements include the 1980s, which include the leather jackets, the big hair, the t-shirts, the bright colors. Levi should have other tie-ins with products such as Ray-Ban sunglasses and Converse shoes and other vintage products. We are basically aiming to go for the look of the 80s, a simple look, and adapting it to the current trends and lifestyles. With respect to promoting the Live Retro campaign, the television advertisements will be run on digital as well as terrestrial channels, preferably on prime time. With respect to the internet, it is noted that the current website will be restructured to incorporate the more colorful tones of the 1980s. The physical stores will be refurbished in order to give a distinct look of the 1980s, with furniture being brought back from the decade. Also, posters will be sprawled up on the walls which are reminiscent of that time. With respect to the billboards, it is noted that prime locations will be acquired, should be acquired by the company throughout the United Kingdom to convey the message of the Live Retro campaign. Promotional events should be utilized by the Levi's to capture the younger target audience, such as rock festivals, such as Donington and the Download Festival. Posters will also be placed in the underground sites to attract pedestrian traffic. Cosmopolitan and nail applications will be utilized to attract the female consumers, whereas lad mags such as FHM and Maxim will be used to attract the male consumers. We aim to use effective spreads such as the inside cover and the back cover to attract the consumer group. In conclusion, I would like to say that Levi's needs to create a portal for the consumers to take them back to a much more happier decade and to alleviate the problems to a certain extent. Therefore, we believe that the Live Retro campaign is the most effective way for Levi's to repair its tarnished image.